Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit spur of the moment. I was not given the GoTV IP and I have to do what I have to do to protect the, to protect the integrity of the Twitch channel, which, well, this kind of threw me off just a little bit, but here we are now in the first round of Team NXL versus ZZCY. If you guys will give me just a moment, I'll get the in-game sound turned on. And there we go. Alright. So I apologize, we only missed a couple of frags there, but at the same time, a game is a game, and I don't want to rob it from you guys. So we're going to be having Ivy getting a few follow-up frags, outlets back in the game. But this is effectively 2 versus 1, and NXL is not looking too pretty here. 8 seconds remain, and right now, all the CTs have to do by nature is stay alive, and they win this. It's a long, drug-out pistol round, but Team ZZCY in the end do come out on top. And personally, this is my first time seeing both teams go against each other. I imagine the server is located somewhat geographically closer to China than, say, perhaps Indonesia. But both sides have rather respectable, decent ping. And as it stands right now, I think it would be a very good idea for me to go ahead and thank all of our broadcast partners and remind you all that we have an M9 Bayonet factory new skin to give away. You guys may enter that giveaway below by clicking on the picture of the skin below this window, but rapid entry into bomb site B after a not so hot pistol round, it looks like the bomb plant is at the very least going to go down for Team NXL. Maybe not. Holy snap. Trip coming in here, getting himself a triple kill, nearly a quad, but it's going to be Ivy just showing up as well. I mean, that was 1 split second away for Team NXL being able to buy AK-47s off the back of this round, I think. Potentially speaking, if they wanted to, but it was just that extra moment that they needed, that little extra second they could not get here. So here we are now. Frag tossed up mid, and that's going to be Eat getting the opening frag of the round. He does cost him a bit of HP, but it's going to be Trip getting up close and personal yet again. Still in the deal with that double kill, triple kill now. Again with a TMP, he's like, if we wanted to stop and think about how many kills he's made with that TMP, and or rather MP9, and what it's granted him, 6 times 6, $3,600. It's how much he's made off of that TMP, and excuse me, MP9. So very cost effective, but looks like some players of ZZCY are going to be going at it a little bit greedy this round. We still see 2 SMGs on our Chinese champions side of things, while we have 5 AK-47s coming up from Team NXL. You can see it right now. 4 smokes, 5 flashes. I mean, they don't have as many utilities as that of ZZCY, obviously, but the fact of the matter is they have firepower. And not only that, they have the favored tool of choice. So, I mean, that's just one thing that works in their favor. The question is, are they going to be able to, you know, keep their cool, keep their collection, everything else in between? I guess the following moments, the upcoming moments, will determine that. Going to be having Eat getting the opening frag of the round. And now, oh, I mean, Junie's been spotted. But nice little flank coming in here. June... How on earth? What happened there? That was just... It felt like the CTs, or rather the Ts, just weren't checking all of their corners. I mean, June, he was spotted clearly in shadows, and they just didn't really shut him down. I mean, that... I wish I could go back and, say, in the game, and maybe somehow get a live replay of what had just happened, but... At the same time, it's also Team ZZCY being in the right place at the right time. We saw a flank coming in from jungle. June was still alive in shadows, which is right underneath the balcony of Palace. So with that being said, he was there to set up a crossfire, and so too was I think Eat. But speaking of, Eat has just lost his head to, well, Roseo, but Roseo's out. And he got traded appropriately, but this is Frost Misty abusing some over-aggression coming in from Team ZZCY. But I kind of look at this and I think to myself, how did Swafong get into that position with his back turned to his CT? But June getting aggressive here. And, well, he's going to be getting himself a double kill. Looking for that trip, but Frost Misty's going to shut down that prospect. This is looking a little bit awkward, to say the very least. But, almost looks a little bit like matchmaking, but that's going to be Outlet coming in to seal the deal. I mean, if you want to look at it on textbook paper, yeah, basically, Team ZZCY went in with the firepower advantage on this round, and they basically won. NXL didn't have armor, utilities, anything else like that, just upgraded pistols, and, I mean, it was predicted that they would lose, but, I mean, at the same time, I feel like ZZCY forked over more resources to get the win off the back of that round than they needed to. Right. Looks like we might have a little bit of time before our, before this execute comes through. So, again, very nice time to go ahead and thank all of our broadcast partners. That would be twitch.tv, csgolounge.com, hltv.org, and last but not least, g2a.com. Now the execution's coming in forged, and Roseo on the point. They are eager to put a map around on the board for themselves, but they're already down in the trades. It's 3 versus 4. They have to make that carry come out. And Ivy, he gets one. He's looking for the second, and it's going to be June who robs him of it. I feel like I just don't know how to play this. It feels like, mechanically speaking, Team ZZCY is just on a completely different level from Team NXL. We're talking about simple things like reflexes. Reflexes, aim, everything else in between. And I look at Team ZZCY, and I think to myself, this is almost looking like Team NXL facing off against Team Tai Lu, and I believe this is the third match I've seen Team NXL playing in. So altogether, they're trying to do what they can, but their match against Cyberzen as well as Tai Lu was maybe not entirely so one-sided. I remember versus Tai Lu. If not on this map, most certainly on Cash, they did manage to at least take it to 8 rounds, but this is just not looking too terribly pretty. Still, I mean, after the exchanges come through, the frags coming out initially, we've got 3 versus 2, again in favor of our CTs, but the question is how expensive is this round going to get for the CT side? Trip, I mean, look at that money. I feel like he just has the decision making it takes to keep the money building in his pocket. 56 seconds remain. They have vision of the bomb dropped, and they're just going to be lurking around that bomb because, of course, it's basically a no-brainer. If Swafong wants any chance of winning, it's going to have to be via objective. He's taken down the bomb carrier, but it looks like a flank will be coming in from June. Can he get away? It looks like Swafong will indeed do that much. Both of the remaining CTs are actually at bomb site B, kind of doing what they have to do to get out right now. Don't know why the auto director is so interested in Swafong, but gonna be having Ivy. Yeah, that's just in position to intercept at the right place in the right time. And now we got ZZCY going to 7 rounds to the 0 of Team NXL. This is I know previously I've said things like, oh, okay, well, losing one match isn't going to be the end of things. It's not going to be the end of the world. But to be honest here, for Team NXL, this is their 3rd match that they are going to be participating in, their 3rd competition day. And to give you guys some perspective, in this round-robin tournament format, typically what does happen is there's going to be every team playing against every team twice. So this is already not a good start if they're going to lose this one as well. That would mean 3 matches they've lost completely. Frost Misty got a trade for June, but that's, I mean, it feels like ZZCY, they're just completely on top of whatever decision Team NXL decides to go with. Yesterday, Eat was able to make some crazy plays at bomb site B, especially with B short. And with it looks like the 8th round just absolutely slated to go ZZCY's way. They decided to call in a pause. I imagine that is tactical, not technical, as nobody is disconnected from this map just yet. I mean, going 8-0 is definitely a mind shredder. Alright. So, map score is 0-0, but the first half is, it's already very, very, very heavily CT-sided. We're talking about, you know, 8 rounds now that Team ZZCY have taken without any contest whatsoever. And I guess now that there's a pause coming in, I would like to remind you all that we do have a giveaway for an M9 bayonet skin. And just to confirm right here, Frost Misty does say it's a tactical pause. Now we all know. But, right, back to the topic at hand. We do have a giveaway for an M9 bayonet skin. It is factory new. And we'll be giving it away in about a month's time unless my boss has a different opinion thereof and wants me to correct that statement. You may enter it by clicking on the picture of the skin below the twitch.tv window. I actually updated that giveaway not more than an hour ago. So for those of you who've been watching for about that long, maybe hit F5 on the Twitch stream, then click on the giveaway. Or just type raffle in chat. It'll give you a Nightbot will give you a bit.ly link that you can follow. But that was a very brief tactical timeout coming in from Team NXL. They don't have too much in the way of utilities right now. All 5 of the players have rifles, even if it may just be, you know, the Galil. But checking things out right now, they've seen, you know, maybe 1 or 2 rounds where ZZCY likes to play a bit aggressive, but I feel like they took advantage of that on a round where Team NXL was a bit weak on their buy. Hello. Did I just see that right? Unsilenced M4. With, you know, if you're going to have that, you may as well take advantage of it. But June was opened up on first. Outlets coming in for the refrag. And now we're going to be having the bomb plant going down momentarily. I imagine Frost Misty has been carrying his weight. Splitting damage now between 2 targets. And it's going to be Outlet who's down to 2 HP. Swafong's coming in for the flank. However, this basically would seal the deal on a plant. But we've already got the CTs in position to intercept this. Swafong trying to ensure that Eat cannot do anything about it. And now there's no more utilities here for the CT side of things. They're actually getting a little bit low in the way of HP. That is to say the terrorists are over the CTs. That's just, oh my goodness. Eat and Ivy. Now it's back to 2 versus 1. But the defuse might come in relatively shortly. It's very important not to rush this. And there it is. After the 2v1 came down to it, I mean, it was just a matter of trading, and Eat, he did what he had to do. They saw where the bomb was planted for, and it's like they're 1 step ahead, so I think this is perhaps the first time I've seen a match go to 9-0 in quite a long time, perhaps in over a month. But hey, let's, you know, not be entirely too harsh with Team NXL. They are a pretty damn good team. It's just that and they were playing yesterday. It's just that maybe something's not right with their present state of mind. Excuse me. I mean, Team ZZCY. How do I say this? I'll get to that in a minute. Trip gonna make the opening frag of the round. He's gonna be looking for a second one. And Forge gets a refrag. Somehow he's still alive after, you know, just dazzling around on top of a Molotov. Back to 3 versus 2, however. Bentet is trying to carry his weight on the team. Neither player has bomb on their person. June has been taken down. Taken down. Frost Misty, rather. It's just, how do I say this? It's difficult to make a 10-0 match sound exciting, so I do apologize if you guys think I'm a poopy caster right now. But let's check the frags. Both sides have a very high what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Very high spread across their frags. Of course, we're talking about just Team ZZCY with, of course, top fragger being 15, bottom fragger being 6, all of them with positive KDRs, but you would imagine that, you know, maybe every one of the players on the CT side has turned into a killing machine. I think we can actually tell the rules of these players. June looks a little bit like a support player, but let's check out what he's doing. No, Eat traded 1 for 1. At least carries his weight before he dies, and that, oh boy, that was a mass B rush, and that was actually meant to pull their attention towards it while the bomb carrier goes into plant at Hey, max loss bonus almost makes no difference here. Connector's been spotted. June doing it and getting it done. Right. 11-0. No plant coming in, and Team NXL, it feels like... Well, it's really hard to put into words. We all know that Tai Lu is the top Chinese team, and ZZCY, well, I kind of like this. This is actually pretty good. They get to, in some ways, I guess you could say, comparatively speaking, they're already outdoing Tai Lu, but it really depends. I don't mean to make NXL sound like a punching bag team, but you know, I think this might actually be a considerable advantage going up against Team ZZCY. I'm not sure if Team NXL has played against these guys before. So with that being said, they may actually just be playing against them blind. But that being said, they are now at 3 versus 2. That's only one perspective that I've recently considered. Back to 2-2 as Roseo got shut down at Connector. So basically, what I mean to say is Tai Lu, they're the one team that's all over the place from China. What I'm trying to highlight with that is, hold up. Oh boy. Stool. Oh, Ivy comes out on top. 40 seconds remain. Bomb down in Palace, and now Bentet has to play into it. It looks like he's going to be spotted by the AWP player. June misses the shot initially, but gets the follow-up. Right, so what I was trying to say earlier is it could be the simple fact of the matter that Team NXL may not have played against ZZCY before, and may not have paid attention to any of ZZCY's tournament demos as a result. So they don't know what Team ZZCY likes to do on Mirage. 12 rounds on the board. This actually turns out to be a lot more one-sided than I think anyone here expected. But hey, tonight's match is not a best of 1, it's a best of 3. So our next map, let me go ahead and check this out. Next map is going to be Cash, and that was picked by ZZCY. This is actually, this is actually Team NXL's pick in map right now. June gets the opening frag. Outlet's going to get a follow-up as well. But should we have to see a third map, it's going to be on Dust 2. Those are actually the 3 maps that I like to play in matchmaking myself. Alright. 5 versus 3, and feels like there's almost no hope in this peculiar round. Forge finds one. Not bad. Oh man, Outlet gets one, is immediately traded out, however, and that opens up bomb site B, but they don't have the bomb on their person. 28 seconds remain. They can't just toy around here. They have to actually go through with something, but it looks like Forged, I think, is going to go ahead and try and hang on to that AWP. Oh boy, this could be trouble. 8 seconds remain. Not checking his rear, not checking his 6, and oh boy, nearly gets a knife. Oh, but guess what? He got pushed out of position. I thought that was something a little bit strange because, if I'm not mistaken, that should have been June's. That's what I'm looking for. Field of vision that he ran across, and it was. I was like, wait a minute, why is June not firing on this guy? Unless he wanted to knife. And that means, you know, unfortunately, the 13th round goes straight to ZZCY. They don't even let Team NXL get the plant down. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Getting aggressive. Trip's going to get one frag and immediately going to dogpile on out of there. Tosses a smoke, and what's left of Team NXL looks like I feel like they're a bit indecisive at this moment. This is something here that doesn't feel right. It feels like maybe they've just thrown strategy out the window completely and they're trying to focus on trading. Clean headshot. That's why you didn't hear a dink. And if I'm not mistaken, that actually means short to medium range headshot without a helmet can actually take down a terrorist. It's just one of those things, though. You don't play terrorist side without a helmet. It's a law of Counter-Strike, and it looks like I feel like maybe Forged tried to just throw that rule out the window. Gonna be seeing now Swafong getting one frag and trying to stay alive. But as it stands right now, not a whole lot of stuff makes sense here. 35 seconds remain. And Roseo manages to make one trade, but he's down to 8 HP himself. Well, this is the last round of the first half. We don't even see Team NXL getting one round on the board. Now, I feel like this is, you know, peculiarly a little bit odd, but at the same time, I also want to go ahead and remind you all that I don't think Team NXL has played against Team ZZCY in the recent past, if you will. So they may not know what is coming at them in terms of strategy. I know it sounds like a very oversimplified statement, but it may be the reason why they're actually going to go for 15-0 potentially against this new Chinese team that we have invited into the tournament system. Bantet shut down 15-0. I can't remember the last time I've actually casted one of these, but congratulations to Team ZZCY for accomplishing something that we could not see Tai Lu do against Team NXL. Something doesn't feel right about all of this, but hey, pistol round is on the board. New opportunity, 5 Kevlar vests coming in from Team ZZCY, and looks like they're gonna go dogpiling into bomb site B. It's gonna be Trip going around for the first headshot, nicely done. No upgraded pistols coming in from the CT side. It's 1-for-1 in the trades. Now Eat and June are back in there, and it looks like this could have very much so. Yeah, this is just about over. On the pistol round. Wow, I think this is perhaps the shortest game I've ever casted. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna end map number 1 in this best of 3 system. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny, and we'll be back after a few short minutes, but I'd like to go ahead and remind you all of a giveaway, as well as our broadcast partners. So that being said, we'd like to thank our broadcast partners, which would be csgolounge.com, twitch.tv, hltv.org, and last but not least, g2a.com. Further, we also have an M9 factory bayonet slaughter, or excuse me, factory new bayonet slaughter giveaway. Oh no, not bayonet slaughter, but bayonet. There's a difference. You guys may find that giveaway below this stream window, and furthermore, if you guys can't find the giveaway below the stream window, just go ahead and type !raffle in chat, and that will be all you need to do. Just follow the bit.ly link that Nightbot gives you. We'll be back after a short break with map number 2. Don't you guys go away.